Kusasampo. This is Cheong Sai, and for the next 10 days we'll be traveling across 6 Dzongkhaks of Bhutan. And not only that, not only will it be a very local kind of experience, but also an international one, because as we speak we are going to pick up 8 tourists, 8 guests from Paro. And this trip is made possible thanks to 7 days travel. We have our guide here, Aupema.
The guests finally landed.
Hello.
And we greeted them in Bhutanese style. Let our guide Rinzi explain.
Officially welcome to Kingdom of Bhutan. White discovery is normally offered to guests. So I would like you to, welcome to you to Bhutan. So in Bhutan we say Kuzo Zangpola. It means like hi, hello, welcome to Bhutan. Kuzo Zangpola. First Bhutanese word you learned in Bhutan is Kuzo Zangpola.
We then stopped by Nepu Heritage, a refurbished old mud house cafe for some coffee.
Okay, anyways, we are now headed today. We start with Buddha Point, or the official title being Kinsul Padang is where we're heading first today.
Before we headed off to Buddha Point, the guests wanted to check out the memorial Choten first. So this Choten was built in 1974 to honor the third king of Bhutan, Jigme Dorji Wanchu. So usually while visiting, it is customary to do at least 3 rounds around the stupa and pray before we leave. I prayed that we would have a fun trip with no obstacles. Hopefully.
Hello.
Right after that, the guests were all excited to view the Buddha statue, so we headed there right away. Apparently there are 2 entrances. Most, including myself, chose the one without stairs, while some were brave enough to face the mighty stairs. Regardless, everyone would agree that once we saw the Buddha, everyone was mesmerized. Some praised the Lord above, even got down to their bellies. Wow! Next stop was a quick lunch at the Folk Heritage restaurant, where you can get authentic Bhutanese food. And you know I get excited when I just hear the word food. We ordered the local delicacies like chashamaru, eze, fish, pakshasikam, and rice, which is an Asian staple. But I think that no culture eats more rice than Bhutanese. Like, look at our portions. Not only me, but the guests were equally excited, if not more. So after eating all this great food, next up was Simply Bhutan, where you can get to experience a mini Bhutanese culture tour.
So welcome to Simply Bhutan, and Simply Bhutan is a living museum.
We got served local rice wine called Ara upon our arrival. And then our in-house guide presented things like antiques and the process of how mud houses were built. We even got a live demo of how it would have looked like for the men who worked on them. They usually sang songs to keep themselves entertained.
Finish him.
We viewed some local food drying techniques, instruments, symbols, and also the shrine of Druk Wangyel, the divine madman, whose signature symbol is a holy phallus, which he uses to defeat evil spirits. All that phallus talk got the guests excited for some butter churning. Next up, we got to meet Atapema, who is a master craftsman. He showed us his many impressive works and even signed pieces he sold. He was kind enough to pose with us as well. Next, a quick tea break and some local entertainment. The guests even joined in on the action. Finally, a quick archery lesson, Bhutan's national sport.
Oh, nice.
We ended our day by visiting Kajatrom, the capital centenary farmers market, where we get local goods like veggies, dairy products, and my favorite, ice cream. Never say no to ice cream.
Okay, thank you. We also got ourselves a free banana, so thank you, Miss Wendy. Good morning, everybody.
Day 3, we headed off to Punakha, and along the way, stopped by Tochula Pass, one of Bhutan's most iconic spots.
So these are the stupas here at Tochula Pass. So what's significant about these stupas is that there are 108 of them, and they represent the 108 sins a human being can commit. So this place is actually called Druk Wangyel Festival, which means basically the dragon victory.
So, after many photo op moments in the cold pass of Tochula, our next spot at Lobisa was a warm and refreshing spot.
So this place is actually known to be blessed by a very, very powerful phallus. So there was a very important man in our history called Druk Wangyel. He was known as the divine madman. He used to use various methods of blessing and spreading Buddhism. One being the phallus, which actually is very well known in Bhutan. Every time you research about Bhutan, you see a lot of phalluses. So this place actually is specifically been blessed by a phallus. So now we are headed to Chimil Harang, also known as the Temple of Fertility, where it is known that if you visit the temple and you're having fertility issues, with the blessing of the temple, you will be gifted with a child.
A short and pleasant hike, and in about 15 minutes, we reached Chimil Hakang.
Okay,
Another customary thing we do at Hakangs is spin the prayer wheels. So spin, spin, spin at any chance you get. Spin the wheel of karma.
So these are the couples which visited the temple and were blessed with a child. So it's cute that they send them photos back. Cute little photo book, see? Of all the successful stories.
And with that, we ended day 3.
About to begin our hike.
So we started day 4 with a nice hike to Kamsum Yule, which is a very pleasant hike in the area.
On the bridge. So we began our hike. So in the little context of what hike we're going on, this place is called Kamsum Yule, which basically, Kamsum means the 3 realms, which is heaven, earth and hell. And Yule means victory over all these 3 places. So let's go up there and find out why this place is called the victory over the 3 realms.
After viewing some beautiful sceneries, and even the dog right there, cutie, we were almost at the summit before we knew it. We got there. This was a very beautiful monument of a structure.
In your whatever negativity you have can be cleared off because of the statue that is inside this temple.
At the top, I couldn't resist ringing the bell. And if I thought the view was beautiful below, once on top, this is what I saw. The view was so powerful that the guests had to do yoga immediately. Even the dog, downward dog, and another down dog. So after walking down, next up was exciting rafting experience.
Desung Rescue Team, squad number 7. Let's go!
So the instructor gave us our safety tips and we were set to sail.
This is how I will visit Valhalla.
Moments of pleasantness And sometimes
done with rafting, so we're here near by the bay for a little picnic. And look at this picnic spot, even Yogi Bear would love it.
we even spotted a rare sighting of a family of otters. Like, how cute is that?
So what you see behind me is the longest suspension bridge in Bhutan. It's about 180 to 200 meters, and it's a metal bridge. Looks pretty intimidating, so let's go see it. It's literally above the male and female river, the Pochu and Mochu. So we just woke up and checked out of our hotel, and today is our last day in Punakha. But before we leave, we're going to go check out the Punakha fortress, and for that I'm in my formal attire. This is called a go. So reached the bridge of the fortress. So what I'm wearing is called the kabne. This is required for official places.
So Punakha Dzong is known to be one of, if not the most beautiful fortress in the country. Like, look at this. If this isn't postcard material, then I don't know what is.
Nice.
So after viewing the majestic fortress, and many pictures later, we headed back onto the road. We were even fortunate to view some yaks before we headed back to the highlands. So once we reached Kangte, another hike was waiting upon us. This valley is known for its stunning visuals and peaceful forest vibes. Many come here to escape the hustle and bustle of city life and to connect with nature.
So if you guys want to go, there are two routes. You can either choose this one or this one. But the best definition to get the view would be this one, man. Look at that view, man.
Just before winter, around this area, a lot of black-necked cranes come here and they settle here for the winter. So we're out of season right now, but usually, if you're in the right time, you'll see plenty of black-necked cranes over here just galloping around. And good morning. So we're about to check out and go see some black-necked cranes. How you feeling?
I'm good in the hood.
One of these is karma and one of these is spema. I would like you guys to guess which is which. So this is the sanctuary. It does look like a prison, but this is for their own good because karma unfortunately lost his wing through, I think, an attack from an animal. So he cannot fly. So they've been taken care of well here in this sanctuary. So we have reached Trongsa district and we're on the way to Bumthang, so we're here to stop for lunch. So there's a famous waterfall here. It's self-explanatory. So we're going to take some pictures and have lunch and then we'll head off to Bumthang. Well, what a pleasant spot for lunch, right?
Then made an impromptu stop at Trongsa Dzong. And while I enjoyed the views of the fortress, Ronald had run into his own adventure.
Two culprits has been caught. One mother and one son, I think. The culprit has been caught.
So with these 3 monkeys, we ended our day and arrived at Bumthang.
Okay, good morning. So we finally checked into Bumthang. So we got here last night and we got up and we're here in our first stop at Jakar Fortress or Jakar Zong. So Jakar Zong gets the name from Ja, which means bird, and Kar, which means white. So literally it's based on a white bird.
So zongs were initially built for defense during war, especially invasions from Tibet. And each zong has the unique blend of function and style. And Jakar Zong falls right under that description. So after some memorable photos, we headed next to Jambe Hagang, where the guests were intrigued over the local jewelry and clothes on sale next to the entrance.
Okay, we're here at Jambel Hagang, and this Hagang is called Jambel Hagang because it's named after Jo Jamba, right? So Jo Jamba is prophesied to be the future Buddha. So inside the temple there's the statues of all 3 Buddhas, and above, right in front of him, there's actually a step which is prophesied that as years go by, the step sinks lower and lower and lower. By the time the step sinks all the way to the ground, it will be the time of the future Buddha. Okay, we just finished visiting Jambel Hagang, and now we're going to go on a short hike towards Kujil Hagang, another important Hagang here in Bumthang.
So after a nice and pleasant walk into the farmlands of Bumthang, and across streams as well, we reached.
So this is the first place that Guru Rinpoche came when he came to Bhutan and meditated here. Inside this Hagang there's also a very tall standing statue of Guru Rinpoche, which the locals believe is a wish-fulfilling statue. So I'm going to go in there and wish. Hopefully it'll come true. And I'll wish for all your wishes. Maybe if you want to visit Bhutan, I'll wish for all you guys so you can visit Bhutan. So let's go and take a look inside. This place, Kuje, being very sacred, actually maybe one of the most sacred places, it is known by the locals that the water from the source here is supposed to be infinite and will be infinite to the future. The locals believe that if you drink the water, it will heal you of all these diseases or any hurt you have. So hopefully I can get a sip of that water as well. We reached a local homestay for lunch, and also our guests are going to try the local buckwheat making technique, the traditional method.
As customary for Bhutanese household hospitality, serving tea is very traditional. Also, our homestay host was gracious enough to serve us some Bhutanese snacks as well. My favorite is kabze, which is a local butter cookie thingy. Here's how you have it: a bite, followed by a sip of tea. Our host then told me what we were going to be served for lunch, followed by her demonstration. So we put the buckwheat dough in the placeholder, then sit on it, then voila! Noodles. Next, take the noodles out, boil it in hot water, and chilled in cold wash. Then we have our buckwheat noodles. Then we had our traditional dappa, buckwheat pancakes, the noodles we just made, which got the whole gang excited. After what seemed to be the longest cheers of all time, we got ourselves a lot of greens, and this is how my plate looks like. And I just want to show you what I'm eating. And I kept eating. And finally, our host gave us a dessert of homemade local ara. So close to the end of the beautiful day. Next day, we ended up heading back to Paro, visited Ta Dzong.
So we are here at Ta Dzong, or now known as National Museum of Bhutan. So this used to be a fortress, but now it's converted to a museum where it has a lot of artifacts of Bhutan. So let's go inside and find out.
The Dzong was so majestic that our guests were starting to fall in love with our guide Rinzi. So much, in fact, that they wanted to change their outfits for him. I'm only kidding.
So we're here to hire some kiras. So our guests are gonna try on some of our local garments, and let's see how they feel and let's see how they look. I'm excited.
So the kira is our national dress for women. It has an ankle-length dress of woven fabric paired with a blouse and jacket called wanju and teko.
Hi, am I pretty?
Very, very
Oh,
much.
thank you.
So we ended our day with a modeling session by the bridge of Paro Dzong.
Very nice. Thank you so much.
And we are commencing on our final day today. Last but certainly not least, we'll be doing the Tiger's Nest hike.
So finally, the hike to Tiger's Nest. Ronald was so excited. Like, look at him. Anyways, most hike by foot, but it can be quite difficult for others. So, Mrs. Fuha decided to opt for the pony. Nonetheless, everyone was ready for the but soon all of them started feeling it.
How's it going?
Yes. Not even halfway through.
Not even half, not even half. Maybe 15%.
15?
15%, yeah.
Oh my god.
Maybe less actually. Actually,
25%.
yes. Almost there.
So from 25% to 50%, slowly and slowly, we reached to the top of the summit.
How was the walk, ma'am?
Beautiful. I almost died, but good.
But still alive.
Yes.
Still alive. No.
Yes.
It was difficult, but we did finally make it, all together.
So the legend says that Guru Rinpoche, the second Buddha, came in his one of his most wrathful form of his manifestations, and he came with his consort, who came in the form of a tiger. So the legend says he flew from the east to the west over here to meditate, and then Gyaltse Tenzin Rinpoche, a great Buddhist practitioner, built a monastery here in honor of all Buddhist practitioners who come to Bhutan and have pilgrimage here and pray. So that's how the monastery was built. Photo. Yes.
I think it is safe to say that although the hike was not easy, we all enjoyed the view once we reached the summit. Mrs. Fuha had a hard time. We were all proud of her for mostly completing it on her own. More so was our guide Rinzi.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. I made it.
After the hike, a nice hot stone bath was awaiting our guests to heal their tired bodies.
So the final stop in the itinerary is the guests trying the hot stone bath. Usually this is good for after trek when the body is sore. So the hot stone bath with some herbs has some healing properties. So it's good for after trek, but it gets really hot. Okay, since this was the last stop at the itinerary, how was the overall experience in the trip?
Very good.
Okay.
Except for the tiger nest. Climb until my bloody words are going to come out soon.
But you finish it, so mission accomplished.
Yay!
Yes. Any what was your most memorable part of the trip?
Oh, I like the plains. What is that area?
Gangte.
Ah,
Sun, the plains
Oh, Gangte. Gangte, yeah.
And the river raft.
River raft.
It's very enjoyable.
Okay, most memorable, huh? Not the tiger nest hike?
Tiger nest hike is interesting. It's a lifetime experience.
Yes.
But if you are mentally, you got to prepare. Yeah.
Okay. Last final question. If anybody wants to visit Bhutan watching this video, what would you recommend they do?
Yes.
What would you recommend? What would you recommend? Like go rafting, go for the hot stone bath. What would you recommend? Number one.
Everything, must try everything.
Everything.
So please take the 10 day.
Okay. Okay.
Beautiful people, beautiful scenery. Yes. Everything is beautiful.
Handsome guy.
Handsome guy.
Handsome guy. And please join the 7 days.
Okay.
7 days travel. Please join.
You did a great job. Yeah.
And not
Alright.
to forget, we have a wonderful driver.
Very experienced, 40 years driving experience. Thank you for taking care of us. Yes.
Yes. Thank you for keeping us safe.
Okay, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, ladies. Goodbye. This is my last time. Nice meeting everyone, and maybe hopefully we'll see again in the future. See each other again in the future. So thank you for the experience, and wish you all a safe trip tomorrow and a good dinner tonight. Okay, bye bye guys.
And with that, it comes to the end of the vlog. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you visit Bhutan soon. Goodbye.